there's a scene that is raising concern from fans, and pretty much people is demanding answers from none other than WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelberg. Let me pull up this picture right here, guys, because this one right here is crazy, bro. I mean, just crazy.
The WNBA truly believed that no one would notice the video of Ryan Howard literally pushing Caitlin Clark to the ground. Can you believe this? She tried to get up from the floor, but Ryan Howard wouldn't let her. Howard was practically playing bodyguard to keep Clark down while the refs stood there like they were watching a completely different sport. Yet somehow this isn't a foul, according to the officials. This isn't even the only footage from the game, folks.
Caitlin Clark gets pushed around, thrown to the floor during games, and teammates are standing there just looking, not doing anything. Sophie Cunningham will do something. While other players get a microphone put in front of them, doing their media interview, while they regurgitate the same nonsense, the same word salad that Stephanie White-Lie says, Sophie Cunningham will say, no.
However, here's the kicker. That wasn't even the only time it happened in that game. Not even close. Caitlin Clark was pushed, shoved, held back, and jostled so frequently that you would have thought she was applying for an offensive line position. In the NFL, sure, she finally got some fouls called in her favor. Maybe the refs realized the cameras were rolling after all. However, 3 more flagrant hacks, holds, and shoves were ignored for every whistle. It's become a pattern, and the league seems perfectly content to let it happen.
And this is the picture right here that has went viral. Yeah. This is the storybook of Caitlin Clark's season, bro. That's just all I can say. Look at this. Somebody said this shot from the free reverse, the free reverse screen game. Look at Caitlin's face as she passes the ball. She's literally on her knees. Somebody's hovering over her back. Somebody said it's 1 in 15 missed foul calls. This is ridiculous. And this right here shows you that the WNBA referees have a hidden agenda against Caitlin, bro. It's just simple as that.
Opposition teams absolutely love making contact with Caitlin Clark. They know exactly what they're doing. They figured out that the refs are too scared to call fouls on Clark. Why then? Is it because she's the face of the league? Are they jealous of her bringing unprecedented attention to women's basketball?
So, the big way they were able to neutralize Caitlin Clark, and I think it was almost an issue with Stephanie White as much as anything, is they were manhandling. They were manhandling Caitlin Clark early in that game. Like, they had 2 hands on her. They were fully getting into the we are grabbing her and we don't really care. Like, that was their goal. Their goal was they were out there to maul Caitlin Clark. They had they had absolutely no intention of doing anything other than mauling Caitlin Clark.
It's stupid. Honestly, players play rough on Caitlin, and the numbers don't lie about this targeting. She's been on the receiving end of 17% of all flagrant fouls in the WNBA. That's absolutely insane. When you think about it, this indicates that this player has been the target of 1 out of every 6 flagrant offenses committed throughout the league. She is simultaneously breaking numerous records wherever she goes.
They're doing it's the protective dancing, bro. Like, this is not real. Like, this, well, it is real, but it shouldn't be real. Somebody said the ref was just staring. And Kelsey Mitchell in the background was just standing there. Just staring. Wow, bro. Somebody said these refs not serious at all.
The Chicago Sky, responsible for 80% of the flagrant fouls committed against Clark. 4 out of 5 times, someone flagrantly fouled her. It was Chicago doing the dirty work. But here's the really bad thing. The refs kept letting it slide. In real time, only upgrading these fouls to flagrant violations after the games were over.
Like, they were not out there to play legit defense. They were there to maul Caitlin Clark as much as they possibly could. And realistically, it worked. It worked. Like, it wasn't even like a lot of the stuff was a couple of off-ball fouls, but there were quite a few. There were quite a few situations where it was from behind. So you saw pictures like this. They literally had two hands on the back of Caitlin Clark here. So if anytime Caitlin tried to move, it was two hands on her back. She couldn't move off the ball. She was being hacked off the ball, and the referees allowed contact with guards off the ball, which they shouldn't.
If you are enjoying, please subscribe. Let's talk about Clark's problems throughout the season. She's been getting hammered out there. She says that players are doing things against her that they wouldn't dare do to other players. The physical play she's facing is beyond what most superstars have to deal with. The league has this twisted idea that being the face of women's basketball means you should take whatever punishment comes your way and smile about it. They want Clark to be their cash cow, but they're perfectly fine with her getting hammered. On a nightly basis, I think everybody is physical with me. Clark stated that they get away with things that most people probably wouldn't, and she's absolutely right. The double standard is so obvious it's insulting to everyone's intelligence.
The Indiana Fever won by 17 points last night. 17. And this is how they played defense against Caitlin Clark all night. Jordan Canada, career game. Over 30 points. She had 6 made threes in the first half. She played defense like this on Caitlin Clark all night, despite the fact that Caitlin Clark played limited minutes. 12 points, 4 rebounds, 9 assists, and helping lead her team to a 17-point win. This is how they play defense on her all night.
Indiana Fever head coach Stephanie White finally had enough and called out the officiating as egregious. Incredible disrespect has been shown to Clark and the team. According to White, she's been watching her star player get pummeled while the refs act like they're watching a different sport entirely. Even veteran players like Sophie Cunningham have spoken out about the bias against Clark. After getting ejected for defending Clark, Cunningham criticized the refs for their season-long pattern of failing to protect the league's biggest star. It's gotten so bad that Clark's own teammates are getting thrown out of games for standing up for her.
Look at this. Like, what are we doing here? I tell y'all all the time. Every time people play the Indiana Fever, they do too much. Bree Jones almost took out like 3 people that game. Matter of fact, let's watch it again. Watch the clock. And I bet y'all will say, oh, it was an accident. Because every time somebody do something to somebody on the Indiana Fever, y'all say that. I know.
But here's the beautiful part. Caitlin didn't let the constant fouling get the better of her. Oh no, she did something even better. She was the reason the Indiana Fever won that game against the Atlanta Dream, and by such a wide margin, too. The Fever crushed Atlanta 9,982, with Clark orchestrating the offense like a maestro conducting a symphony. Even when her shots weren't falling, going just 17 from three-point range, she managed the pace of the game, dished out 9 assists, and proved she's more than just a shooter. I know Eshad is right there, and it's going to fall. But I thought, honestly, this is probably one of the best games where I've just managed the entire pace of the game and managed the way we need to play, Clark said after the victory. I thought I was just a really good floor general tonight, and I think that's something I can be more proud of than making shots. That's exactly what this team needed.
You see how easy it is when you just let Caitlin play ball and others follow suit instead of trying to put a square peg in a round hole? This was a tale of 2 halves. A tale of 2 halves. A half where the Indiana Fever let Jordan Canada have wide open shots, and a half where they decided to play defense and shut Jordan Canada down and not let Ryan Howard get off.
The Fever's 59 second-half points were their most points in any half this season and tied for their most in any half in the last 7 seasons. They scored 99 total points, their second-best output of the season. This wasn't just a win, it was a statement. While other players were busy trying to rough her up, Clark was busy making them look foolish on the scoreboard. No fouls or rough plays are holding her back. And it's a good job too, because players will probably still keep doing it. They'll keep targeting her because that's all they know how to do when faced with greatness. They can't match her skill, so they resort to cheap shots and dirty plays. But meanwhile, Caitlin Clark will continue to look amazing, scoring 3S and winning it for the Indiana Fever. The best part? Every time they try to break her down, she builds herself up stronger. Every hard foul, every cheap shot, every no call just adds fuel to the fire. Clark has faced everything from body checks to eye pokes, and she's still standing. She continues to hit logo threes, drop dime coins, and demonstrate that she is not only the league's face, but also its soul.
She might not get as many open threes as she usually does. She might not get the opportunity to shoot logo threes unless it's in transition, and that's all okay. That's the growth and physicality of the WNBA. But her drawing attention to herself, either by on-ball or off-ball, is allowing her teammates to get in good scoring positions and for them to cook and for the Aerie driving in and dishing to Tasha Howard. Like, there's so many good things going on around Caitlin Clark that even when she's in the corner, they're still able to be successful.
Despite all the physicality and targeting, Clark still managed to put together one of the greatest rookie seasons in WNBA history. With 337 assists, she established the WNBA single-season assist record. She broke the rookie scoring record with 769 points. She became the first rookie in WNBA history to record a triple-double. The woman is literally rewriting the record books while getting beat up every single night. She set the single-game assist record with 19 in one game. She broke the rookie three-point record with 122 made threes. She has been doing things in women's professional basketball that have never been done before. Clark's impact goes way beyond just the beating she's taking on the court. She's been the driving force behind the Caitlin Clark effect, the unprecedented surge in WNBA popularity and viewership. Games featuring Clark have been setting attendance and television records, left and right.
Kind of funny how much the WNBA hates Caitlin Clark. Like, I saw today that they picked Angel Reese to be like the cover athlete for 2K, and I just think it's funny how no one really ever cared about the WNBA. They barely made any money. They actually lost money as a league, but they were pretty irrelevant. They had no good TV deals. They had terrible ratings, and all of a sudden they have this godsend, Caitlin Clark. Since she's gotten into the WNBA, the league has gained so much popularity. People actually care about it now. People are going to the games now. Their TV ratings, the money all the players are making, everything's way up, and they just fucking despise her. And yeah, you could argue it's because how talented she is. Like, we've never seen a girls basketball player as talented as she is, but I think it's something different.
The Indiana Fever set a franchise single-season attendance record. In their regular season finale, set the league attendance record with 20,711 fans. Clark's presence has been so magnetic that every game feels like a home game for her, even on the road. Half the crowd in Atlanta was cheering for the Fever because of Clark. She's averaging 19.2 points. 8.4 for assists and 5.7 rebounds per game in her rookie season. Those are all-star numbers, and she's doing it while dealing with more physical abuse than any other player in the league. The fact that she's still performing at an elite level, despite the constant targeting, is a testament to her incredible mental toughness.
No, the 9th best guard in the league. Picked up well before half court. And then was just grabbed and suffocated all night. All night. This is the defense. 9th best guard in the league.
What's absolutely mind-blowing is how the officials continue to miss obvious calls against Clark. Marina Maber literally pushed Clark to the ground after a dead ball and didn't get ejected. That's the kind of non-basket basketball play that should result in an immediate ejection, but instead it was just a technical foul. The referees have been under fire for failing Caitlin Clark, according to multiple reports. They're applying different standards to her than they would to any other star player in the league. It's gotten so bad that even media personalities are calling out the WNBA for not stepping up to protect their biggest asset. Clark herself has been remarkably composed through all of this. When asked about the physical play, she simply said, "This is a very physical game, and you're going to get pressure. This is professional basketball. It is what it is." Honestly, that's the attitude of someone who knows she's being targeted but refuses to let it affect her game.